Hello guys, this is Gospel EXE, and I decided to start up a new series for my channel just because I haven't really uploaded videos in a while, and I feel like doing a sort of Let's Play style video, or like a gameplay with commentary. And so I decided to do Torchlight 2. Reason being is because, well, one, I haven't really beaten this game, and two, earlier I went to my friend's house, I had my laptop on me, and I was playing with my friend through LAN. That was pretty fun, and I want to get back into it. I want to finally beat this game, and I want to experiment with new classes and everything. I'm not sure if I'll do playthrough with all the classes, and especially since there are a lot of various builds which you can go through, and with all 4 classes. So you got the Ember Mage, Berserker, Engineer, or the one I'm going with, the Outlander. And I tried that out for a little bit, and that was pretty fun. Also, I think I'll be going with that, and let's hope for the best. And let's see. So I want to go with style. Yeah, 13 right here. Got the blue little headband there, whatever you want to call it. And for those of you who have been following my Maple Story videos, you know my Luminous Amaryllis, so I'll be going with that. I don't really want a Pitbull here, especially named Dizzy, so I want a ferret named Cookie, and this is actually one of the random names I put up here, and so, I like it, so let's go with it. And I'm not going to be doing anything too fancy, just going to be doing normal mode, non-hardcore, single player only, so to go with that, it's going to be cinematic playing. I won't be playing too much, or talking too much during the actual narration of the cinematic itself, but I may do some narration myself.
Deep beneath Torchlight, a darkness gathered. 3 heroes confronted the beast called Ordrak. Yet even in death, Ordrak's corrupted heart endured and called out.
And this is pretty much like, I guess, a glimpse of the first Torchlight game, and give you a little idea on like how that battle was and everything. I mean, it's more or less a prologue, or yeah, a prologue of a sequel. Well, so even though not sure really people play Torchlight for the story itself. I mean, some might, especially for first playthrough. Whoa. And here comes another one of the heroes. This is more or less he's pretty much the Berserker equivalent of the first Torchlight. He's called the Destroyer, and he does a Hulk smash! Also, I'm not sure what's going on with the sound here, but this is my 3rd time recording, so I'm not gonna do it again. There you go, nice hit. And he's down. Whoa, he's not finished just yet. Ouch, it's gotta hurt. Well, at least that pillar didn't land on you. Dude. Too late. Sorry. Great, now he's gonna destroy the whole town. Uh-oh. And the world was doomed.
May fall, hope may fade, but new heroes will rise.
And that will be me in Torchlight 2. Alright, so let's get started over here. So first I'll be going over my spec or build I'm going to be going with. First off, the stat build. I'm mostly going to be leaning towards a pretty balanced build, nothing too fancy. So I'll be going with primarily strength for damage, so 2 points into that every level. Dexterity, 1 point each, and pretty much 1 point each for everything else. I want to get a little bit of magic, because MP will be needed. And also elemental damage, that'll be pretty important, because I'll explain that in the skill tree in just a moment. And also the execution will be very nice because I'll be going with the dual pistol build. And vitality, obviously, just to survive, get some armor bonus, some maximum health. So that'll be that. For the build, like I said, I'll be mostly going through a dual wielding pistol build. So obviously I'm going to be maxing out this and akimbo for bonus damage and especially bonus execution. That'll be very nice. And this will be my main, more or less my main attack I'll be using, which is rapid fire. Be maxing that out. It starts off pretty weak at first, only 25%, but you're attacking about maybe 4 or 5 times a second, so that's not too bad. And it drains mana per second, and that can especially be expensive later on. Haven't exactly used this yet in my previous run, but I might experiment. This is more or less a semi-blind playthrough, and this will be very nice as well. I haven't tried this out again, but again, mostly for experimentation. Glaive throw, sorry. Gonna be getting rid of in just a moment, and you'll see how. Dodge mastery I'll be maxing out, and I won't be maxing out this, but it'll definitely be in the priority list, mostly because I want to be putting skills into, or putting points into other skills, like especially Master of the Elements. You can see that increases elemental damage more so on the poison, so I'm going to be focusing more on the poison build, try to get a bunch of poison weapons maybe, we'll see. And Stone Pact will be also maximized, mostly for defense. I don't know, I could interchange that, put those 3 points into the poison burst here. I haven't decided just yet, but I guess we'll see what happens as we go. So that'll be most of the build, and let's get started finally.
I think this is as far as I can go. You should
and I won't exactly be staying here and letting the NPCs do all the talking. So if you want to read it, you know, just pause the video or something and you can read it yourself. So let's get started finally. Act 1. And again, I have not beaten this game yet. Furthest I've gotten was, I want to say, the end of Act 2 or Act 3, something like that. And I heard there are only theoretically 3 acts, or theoretically 4 acts, but the game displays it as 3 acts. But I guess we'll find out, right? Alright, so yeah, this isn't too bad. The glaive throw ricochets and hits at the enemy, so that's pretty nice. Oh, yeah, chests over there that can contain the traps. Can be nasty sometimes, but not too much. Also, I have my little customization bar over here. I have, normally the last 5 would be 6 through 0, but I decided to make it a little bit easier for accessibility and just change those over to what's below the 1 through 5. And okay, we got a first level, very nice. So what I want to do, I want to put in 1 point to rapid fire, and that way we can finally start using it. And again, go with that build. And you probably notice it, at least I notice. There we go, you can see it fires pretty quickly, so there we go. So it's especially good for 1 vs 1 bossing, or if you're in a narrow hallway or something, then it's also good for that. Otherwise you might want to rely on other skills. Anyway, you probably noticed when I was on the stat screen my critical rate just lowered by 1%. That's because of the charge bar there. The more you damage your enemies, and the more it fills up, and the more it's filled up, the more bonuses you get for your character, more enhancements. And it's mostly, let's take a look at it. So it's mostly cast speed, dodge chance, critical hit chance, and attack speed. So that'll be very nice. So you might try to keep that up as often as you can. Alright. Because especially with rapid fire, since you're hitting so many times, then that'll fill up really quickly. Ooh, got a lot of loot there. And I'll try my best not to like explore every single thing, since I know that'll take a long time in. You don't want to spend like a whole episode without really any progression. So I mean, if I really feel like it, I'll spend at most maybe 5 minutes doing a bunch of exploration. Especially since we're running out of time here already. Want to try to get through this area as soon as I can. Alright. Alright, and let's go over here. Yeah, so, and rapid fire is also very nice if enemies are really clustered, like over there. And alright, so that guy seems to be alright. So let's accept the reward over here. And we already got a nice weapon to start off, so let's take that. Now you saw that I got some fame over there. There are basically 2 different levels you can get. There's your normal levels and your fame level. Every time you level up, you get 1 skill point and 5 stat points. Whereas if you level up your fame, then you get an additional skill point. And as far as I'm concerned, or as far as I'm aware of, I should say, I think you can get a max of 32 fame levels or something like that. I'm not too sure, I haven't researched too much on it, but if I'm wrong, correct me. Actually, you know what? Let's try to pump this up a little bit, and yeah, then we'll kill this guy. And you need the golden key to open golden chests, which there's one actually right over there. So sometimes it contains really good loot, sometimes not. And what I want to do, you can press the spacebar to open up your inventory and stats. And got 2 gems already. So if your weapon or armor has a socket, then you can put those in, and it can deal even more damage. And let me see, what I go with? The fire, I think. Yeah. So I mean, it's just to start off. I'll eventually be going over sockets and everything even soon enough. Okay, so let's go over here. Yeah, especially since this is a completely clean file, a fresh start for the purpose of this Let's Play. You know, there's no shared stash or anything, and I'll be going over that soon as well. Okay, so let's go over here and get our reward. So definitely want to go with this here, and I think especially since I have little socket here. Put that in there and we'll get a bunch of damage. Especially, I mean, 53 to 18 DPS. That's quite a bit of a difference, especially early game. So we go over here. We have our equips salesman per se, or not per se. He's just a salesman. Sells armor and everything. And the nice thing about the armors, I don't think there's an example over here, but if it has a blue label, then sometimes it could be a set item, and that's really nice about this game. They sell items for set equipment. So, I don't want to do that. No. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, what I meant to do was shift click and go from there. And you can't. It's not really good. And so, let's see. I mean, you don't want to spend too much, especially since you'll be finding a lot of the gear earlier on. I mean, maybe later on if you want to buy some of the set items, then you can do that. But, yes, like this might be worth getting just because of the mana regen. So you know what? I'm gonna do that. It's pretty cheap too, so that's pretty nice. This I'll be equipping eventually. Very nice. And I'm gonna be stopping this up here, and I'll be going over the rest of the town in the next episode. So if you like the series so far, just you know, let me know, and I'll keep going on with it. So see you next time.